you're a Cancer born June 21st to July 22nd, what can you expect for the month of June 2019? Let's tune in and find out. So Cancers, I feel like, you've got something going on in your life that you're working with that, initially it feels like, oh, that's broken. It's not quite working out, or my plans are sort of ruined. And now I have to reconfigure this thing. So I feel like whatever it is that's in front of you, that there's a disappointment associated with it. And it could be anything from somebody else's behavior to your own behavior and your lack of follow through, something that you did in the past that has caught up with you. But I feel like like I'm entering June with a little bit of a heavy heart, or a little bit of disappointment, possibly in myself or the way I manage things, or just a situation that you're disappointed about, right? So whatever this disappointment is, I feel like it's really fairly easy for you just to handle it, let it go, and move forward. And there's this new moon in Gemini, June 3rd, that really helps you to really see the goodness in you, and to really help you reorient and find a new direction for yourself that is exciting and exhilarating and positive, so that whatever it is that didn't quite work out, let go. And whether this is a romantic relationship, or whether it is a career path, or whether it was just disappointment in yourself, or the way you handled the situation, whatever it is, I feel like it's kind of temporary. I feel like you enter that way. At the end of May, this sort of happens, but I feel like it's only a couple days and then boom, it's done. You manage it. So whatever that thing is, it's not going to linger. Okay, so let's move into relationships. So for those of you Cancers that are romantically involved, let's see what's in store for you for June. Oh, there's this really nice honesty, and it's very palatable, the connection that you have, and the safety that you feel with your partner, and they meet you, right? So I just see you meeting, like heart to heart, face to face with your partner. So it's a really positive energy that's available for you, and you just want to expect not too much from your partner. Now, some of you may, oh, why would you say that? It's because when we set ourselves up for expectations, generally we're setting ourselves up for disappointment. So, whether it's a new relationship or you've been in a relationship for a long time, just don't be willing not to know how your partner's going to be or how they're going to respond this month. And if you do that, then you'll always be delighted, right? Then you'll always be surprised at anything they do for you, or their ability to have empathy for you, or their ability to be present to you, or their ability to meet your needs, right? It's when we put so many expectations on our partner that we get disappointed, and then we get frustrated, and then we get angry. Well, they should have done this, and he or she should have said that, or how come they never do that for me, right? So when we have no expectations, it allows that relationship, that person, to show up however they need to show up, and that we can appreciate it and really love them. So just be open to not knowing how they're going to respond to you or anything, like have no expectation, right? And for those Cancers that have birthdays at the end of the month, it could be that too. Like, don't have an expectation about what your partner is going to do or not do for you. And if they don't, then if there is no surprise, if there is no gift, if there is no happy birthday coming, it's easier for you to maintain your balance. And to be able to be real and authentic with them and say you're hurt, as opposed to having this huge expectation and they do nothing. Now you're going to crash, and now you'll be angry, and now it's just such a bigger energy to deal with. And but when you have no expectation, it also gives them the opportunity to show up differently, because some of our partners have trained us like they're going to do the minimal, right? They'll buy you a card, and that's that. Or if they're lucky, right? So for those of you that are in long-term relationships. But your expectation holds them in place. So if you're willing not to know how they're going to respond to you, to your birthday or to anything else, then they have an opportunity to show up completely different. So it works really well just to have no expectations. Okay. So this way your partner can give you their best self, right? And they may or they may not. But either way, then you're not going to be left feeling disappointed. You're going to be left feeling like there's more opportunity. So when that doesn't happen, you're left again with more opportunity for something to happen, as opposed to feeling left with disappointment and sadness and grief. Okay. Because this month can be a really good month and bring you really close together. So there's a lot of excitement and spiritual connections that can happen for the two of you this month, and opportunity for deep healing can also happen this month. All right, let's look at those of you who are single and interested in starting a relationship. What's in store for you? I just think there's a lot of fun this month. Like just a lot of fun. Like just moving and connecting with people, enjoying people, having kind of like being the center of attention. I just see a lot of people around you wanting to get your attention, wanting to get your name. In spite of that, you still may be longing for the one. Just remember, just take it slow, be patient, and remember that there's this energy of Neptune around with these new moons and the full moon of a Sag on June 17th that can bring everything together of it's too good to be true. So if you meet somebody and he's too good to be true or she's too good to be true, just, test it. And the way you test it is just watch their actions. Just watch their actions. That's all. That's really kind of like the overriding advice for all the signs this month in relationships is watch the action, because there's a lot of exciting energy here this month, and it's Gemini, and it's like, woohoo, have a good time, drink, be merry. And we could think, wow, I totally met my soulmate. And meanwhile, they're having that experience with everybody. And you think it's just you. So I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want you to get disappointed. So watch their actions. If they're following through, if they're texting you, if they're telling you they're going to show up and then they show up, it's good. But otherwise, kick them to the curb. If the actions are one thing and the words are another. Or you don't have to kick them to the curb. Just know it is what it is, right? And it's just a relationship of the moment. Meaning when you're together, and when you're not, you're not. Okay. So let's see what else is in store for Cancers for your money and career this month. Well, let me just go back. I am saying that you can find a partner this month, that you can have a relationship this month. It can happen. Just make sure that, the actions match their words. And so, if so, then you've got the makings of a really fun relationship that could go the distance. Yeah. Okay. So back to money and career for Cancers. So you want to be careful not to overspend this month. Like just with all the excitement, it's easy to spend a lot of money, especially on things that you have nothing to show for it. Concerts, food, drink, substances, right? Clothing. Now, clothing, you would have something to show for it. You'd have some clothes. But the other things is just like going out and having a good time, just being super social. And suddenly you're down a couple $100 or a couple $1,000 and going, wait, what? Where did it all go? So just know that's a real possibility that you're having so much fun this month that you overspend. Which also means for a lot of you that you're not working as much, which means then that equates to having less money. So the thing to do is plan it. If you do some planning and you do some budgeting, you're going to have the best of both worlds. You're going to have some fun and you're going to have money. So there's a way to avoid the feeling of not having enough money. Some of you are also on a saving trend. And so that saving trend, you're already kind of like locked and loaded. This is where I'm going, because you've got something planned in the upcoming months that you're saving for, whether it's a vacation or whether it's a house or school or whatever. For those of you, then you'll be fine because you're being disciplined already, and this energy's, you'll be able to navigate it much better. Okay. Anything special going to happen in your career this month for Cancers? Around that full moon on the 17th, you may get a phone call or an invite. It feels like a feather in your hat, either somebody wanting to partner with you or wanting to champion you. It could be that you've been selected for a special project, and that's a cool thing. It could be even that if you've been admitted into, let's say, a school or a special type of school, and it doesn't start until the fall, you may be invited to meet the people or meet your roommates or do something special to get you warmed up to be able to go there. So you feel comfortable in the fall. So there may be an early invite coming around something in the fall that you're doing, whether it's a school, college sort of situation, or whether it's a new job and you're just going to go and you're going to go in and meet everybody before you actually make the physical move there. So there's this nice energy around connecting with people before you actually do the work in the fall. And for some of you, it could be even TV, it could be media related, or it could be, I guess it could be to the education of TV, like or film, like you're moving into that. So, but it's a really positive, fun energy and exciting time. Okay, so let's look now into health. So for Cancers, your health. I actually think you're getting healthier. And part of it is I feel like you're mentally getting healthier. I feel like you're being less worrisome, less frenetic, that you're starting to train yourself to be a little bit more grounded and cautious. So in other words, if you're sleeping around, you're using protection. If you're somebody who's had a health issue, if you know that you have some sort of, let's say some sort of central nervous system issue, you're not drinking caffeine. I just feel like you have more awareness about what's going on in your body, and that is helping you overall to become more grounded and healthy, and it's giving you a greater sense of self. So I just feel overall you're going to be healthier this month. If there's something that you're going to need work on this month, it feels more like the central nervous system, kind of the jaws, like I've got tension in my jaw, and then I've just got this energy running through my body. And that can be from excitement and pressure to perform. It can also be from anxiety or fear, right, of what you have to do. So either way, I feel like you may be taxing yourself by doing too much. So take your V's, your B's, right? We know that B12, right? Especially the liquid B12 that you can buy, the 5,000. My favorite is Pure Encapsulations. To take that helps to calm the central nervous system, it helps to keep you grounded, helps to protect yourself. So B vitamins are really important. B as in boy. Vitamins are really important for the central nervous system. So just be aware that taking care of yourself so you don't burn out is really important. Okay, and let's see if there's any surprises for you Cancers this month. Yeah, I feel like you finally feel like your life is going in the right direction. I feel finally like you're like, oh, thank God. Like just like whatever you've been trying to launch gets launched, whether that's a career, whether that's a move, whether it's a direction in which your life is going. I feel like you finally have all the puzzle pieces together. And so for whatever happened at the beginning of the month, by that new moon, there's an adjustment that happens. And by the full moon, there's this excitement of that's what I'm doing. That's where I'm going. This is how it's happening. And the last part of the month, a lot more money coming in. Definitely a lot more money coming in, which is also a surprise to you, whether it's through savings or whether it's just through work or gifts coming in, but a lot more money coming in. Also, I want to mention, if I didn't, that June 21st is the summer solstice, which is a really powerful day for you to meditate, pray, make intentions, to really create how you want your next 3 months, the next season to be, do a ritual, whatever there is for you, to really capture that energy. For some people, it's just being in nature. For other people, it's actually doing, something with the moon. Everybody has, other people, it's prayer, going to temple, going to church, whatever it is for you, in being able to create that heart space for yourself and to be able to co-create the next couple of months, that June 21st is a really, really powerful day. All right, you guys, have an amazing, amazing month, and happy birthday to you Cancers at the end of the month that are celebrating from June 21st on. Wish you the best. and that this be your best year yet. And I hope you like my intuitive astrology. If you do, please click like, share it with your friends, comment below. Have an amazing time this year, this summer I was going to say, but for those of you who are just entering winter with the summer solstice, it'll actually be the winter solstice for you. You know, enjoy, right? It's that time when you're going inward into the heart and taking care of nurturing yourself. So everybody enjoy yourself this month. Have a tremendous month, and I look forward to connecting with you again next month.